Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to share a video here, an article regarding Tether. It's going to just provide some insight. So let's go over to the article and jump in and check this out. So you can see here, Tether putting $23 billion gold stockpile to work with bullion-backed loans. So the stablecoin issuer is extending its tokenized gold strategy by allowing holders of XAUT to borrow against their bullion, mirroring Bitcoin-backed lending without selling the underlying asset. The article begins, Tether has expanded the use of its $23 billion gold reserves by bringing its tokenized product Tether Gold, XAUT, to crypto lender Ledn, LEDN. So Ledn said it is adding support for XAUT alongside Bitcoin and Tether's stablecoin USDT, with borrowing against XAUT expected later this year. Tether is attempting to monetize what has become one of the world's largest privately held gold reserves. The stablecoin company says it holds around 23 billion worth of physical bullion backing XAUT, with each token representing 1 troy ounce of gold stored in vaults in Switzerland. Gold-backed lending is traditionally the realm of central banks, major financial institutions, and bullion dealers. Tether and Ledn argue that by tokenizing physical gold, the asset can function more like physical Bitcoin as digital collateral, unlocking liquidity without having to sell it. This follows the model Ledn has used for Bitcoin-backed loans for several years. Client collateral continues to be held one-to-one without being lent out or used to generate yield, Ledn said, seeking to draw a line between the services it offers and those of its former rivals that went to the wall in the crypto winter of 2022. As digital assets become an increasingly important part of the global economy, demand is growing for solutions that combine long-term ownership with financial flexibility, Tether CEO Paolo Ardoino said in a statement. The move is the latest example of Tether leveraging the profits generated by USDT, the world's largest stablecoin, to expand beyond its core business. The company has spent the past few years reshaping itself into a broader technology and infrastructure group spanning finance, energy, and AI. A key part of that strategy has been building a substantial gold business. Alongside growing XAUT, Tether has accumulated roughly 140 metric tons of physical bullion, making it one of the world's largest corporate gold holders. It has also invested in precious metals marketplace gold.com and partnered with crypto financing firm Alpher to expand the use of XAUT in lending and physical redemption. Beyond precious metals, Tether has invested in Bitcoin mining and renewable energy projects while backing AI infrastructure provider Northern Data and as part of a broader push into computing technologies. So I wanted to go through this article with you guys because it's got several things. You can see in this photo we've got CEO Paolo Ardoino. Looks like he's in front of the White House or on the side of the White House here, interviewing somebody. That's a nice photo. Okay, now the point here is that we've recently on this channel we've already covered at least once before XAUT. Okay. And this is showing you that Tether as a company is trying to monetize the gold that they have, and they're getting very specific here about the business model because they have a tokenized product, Tether Gold, XAUT, and they have partnered with LED and the crypto lender Ledn. Okay, so that is really where they're going. Now, beyond that, of course, the article is stressing that they have $23 billion worth of physical bullion backing XAUT, and that's stored in vaults inside of Switzerland. Okay. And then the final point is, one of the final points is that, of course, they note that the author of this article is noting that there has been, they're drawing a line between the services it's offering and those of former rivals that basically went bankrupt during the crypto winter of 2022. Right? So Ledn has used Bitcoin-backed loans for several years, but client collateral continues to be held one-to-one without being lent out or used to generate yield. Okay, so that's the key: without being lent out or used to generate yield. So although they do have assets on hand, they're not further being perhaps hypothecated. Now, the final part of the article is a quote from the CEO himself. So he says, as digital assets become an increasingly important part of the global economy, demand is growing for solutions that combine long-term ownership with financial flexibility. And of course, it's saying that the company, so Tether themselves, are not just expanding into broader technologies and infrastructure such as finance, energy, and AI. They're also, of course, they have a ventures unit, venture capital unit. And then again, the article wraps up here by saying that Tether has, over time, accumulated roughly 140 metric tons of physical bullion. Okay, not clear if every single troy ounce is held in Switzerland, but that's what they claim. Okay, and of course they've got strategic partnerships with Gold.com and Alpher. Okay, so they're fully pushing their XAUT gold backed their Tether Gold. So this is something that they are working to expand. So with that being said, just wanted to wrap up here again, as we like to do on our videos, by letting people know who we are at cryptodeposit.org. We have one of the most unique tech stacks in the world, in our opinion. You're welcome to connect your wallet here, MetaMask, of course, OKX. There's dozens and dozens of wallets you can connect. But as you see up top, very simple website. You can deposit cash, connect your wallet. Australia dollar here, of course, add to your account. Many other types of accounts you can deposit cash with bank accounts. But on the other side of the equation, you can buy stables. You are welcome to get USDC, USDT, which is Tether. You can connect your wallet to get started. Again, up here, you can deposit stables. There's a yield. So on the platform, you are able to get fixed yield. Okay, you can get 90 days. You can get different types of terms for your USDC, USDT, a growing list coming. And then, of course, you can check your bills, which are viewable not only on the platform here, but on your wallet if you check your phone or if you're using a browser. And then borrowing and lending protocol is up and running if you connect your wallet. OTC, which is really a request for proposal. If you want to do OTC deals, we welcome that as well. We've got statements. Okay, if you wanted to view your statements, you have that once you've connected your wallet. And you have messages here, XMTP. We have a video on that. And then activity history if you have some recent activity. And then the last few tabs are exchange and swap. So we've got a lot going on. We've got a white paper video if you want to know our white paper. And with that being said, just want to thank everybody for your time and attention. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. So wishing you all a great day, a great afternoon, great evening, and hopefully see you again very, very soon on our channel with more exciting videos related to stablecoins, which is our key focus, regulation, legislation, those sorts of things. And some of these business case studies, as you see, of big companies that are diversifying. So this was an interesting article that we just covered here today. So until the next batch of videos, wishing you all a great one, and talk again soon on the next video. Have a good day, everybody.